What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video on the Texas Rangers Report. And if this is your first time watching, make sure to subscribe right now and hit the bell. That way you are notified every time I post a new video. Without further ado, let's get straight into the video. So the Texas Rangers have a really improved farm system, and today we're going to be going over the breakout prospects in the 2021 minor league season for the Texas Rangers. Okay, so obviously, a lot of guys can go under the radar in the minor leagues. Obviously, you have your top prospects in Jack Leiter, Cole Winn, Josh Young. Those type of guys are the top prospects, and those guys can have breakout seasons, but I don't really view them as a breakout prospect like Josh Young. He raked, but I don't view him as a breakout prospect because how can we know he's a top guy? We know I want him to be the starting third baseman. How can he really break out even more? So I'm looking at the guys who weren't really on the top 30 prospect list, and they really caught my eye, and they caught the eye of other evaluators around the league. So starting off, we have corner infielder Dustin Harris, 22 years old. We acquired him from the Oakland Athletics on the 2020 trade deadline in the Mike Minor deal, and I don't think anybody around the league gave this a second thought. Whenever we acquired him, we're like, okay, we're getting a flyer in a trade for Mike Minor, and I'm like, oh, I'm still frustrated because we could have gotten a top 100 prospect in 2019 when Minor was an all-star. I guarantee we could have, maybe from the Braves or the Yankees, I don't know, but hindsight 2020, and it's looking really good for Dustin Harris. In the 2021 minor league season, he batted .327. He had 20 home runs. He had an OPS of 943 over 404 at bats through both levels of single A ball. And again, he's only 22 years old, and he's looking like a slugger. He could play third, he could play first, and he's athletic enough he could play the outfield. I don't know if he has a really good position where you could be like, okay, that's his definite position. He kind of reminds me of Nick Solak a bit. Like, he's athletic, he can hit, he's versatile, but I don't know if he's a really good versatile prospect. But going into the season, he wasn't even on the top 30 prospect list. On my new top prospect rankings I made a video on the channel about, I think I had him as the Rangers' top 14 prospect. That's going from unranked all the way into the top 15. I think we have to give the Rangers farm directors, John Daniels, Chris Young, a lot of credit for getting this talent into the organization. But also a shout out to Dustin Harris for proving that he belongs. He was a 13th round pick. So I'm excited for what Dustin Harris can do. I think he could start at Double-A Frisco next year because he already started at down east and then he moved to High-A Hickory. So we'll see what Dustin Harris can do moving forward. Maybe a 20 home run guy, but I'm excited for him to keep on climbing the ranks in the Rangers organization. And the breakout pitcher for the Texas Rangers in the 2021 season had to be Owen White. This guy was a ranked prospect coming into the season, but it was like the 27th ranked prospect in the Rangers farm system. And if you guys don't remember, we acquired him back in the 2018 MLB draft. We drafted him in the second round. That was the same draft whenever we acquired Cole Winn. Obviously, Cole Winn is a lot closer to the major leagues. That's because he stayed healthy and he's proven that he could possibly be an ace. However, the thing about Owen White, he's been injured most of his career. He's dealt with Tommy John. This year, he injured himself after he was pitching. He slammed his arm on the bench, and that took him out the rest of the year. However, he was pitching well this year, and he let the emotions get the best of him. However, he pitched in the Arizona Fall League, and the thing about the Arizona Fall League, you have really good competition. It's not just like some rookie ball league. And at the Arizona Fall League, Owen White, he pitched 28 in the third innings. He had 29 Ks at 1.91 ERA and a opponent's batting average of .202. So against really good competition, I was really impressed with Owen White. Obviously, he does have durability issues, but in my top 30 prospect ranking, I had him jumping all the way up from 27th to the 8th overall Rangers prospect. I don't know if he has the same upside as a Jack Leiter or a Cole Winn, but for a guy that looked like he was on the potential outs of the Rangers organization as his Rule 5, as he would need to be protected from the Rule 5 draft pretty soon, looks like he could get protected because he is showing that promise that the Rangers thought he had whenever drafted him 2nd overall. I think he could start at AA next year, but I'm really excited what Owen White did at the Arizona Fall League, as well as Dustin Harris did at the lower levels of single A ball this year. But let me know what you think in the comment section down below. I know other prospects broke out in the Rangers farm system this year, so is there anybody else that you think should deserve to be on this list as a pitcher or as a hitter? But those are my guys. Dustin Harris as the hitter, Owen White as the pitcher. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up down below and share it with your friends and family to grow this channel. With that being said, I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.